empty cup. Just crack a smile and fill it up. Fill it up.
Welcome to After the Final Pour. I'm one of your hosts, Tony Goggin. Brought to you by the Malting Hour, joined always with
Brandon Winninger.
And we've got some fun friends with us. We just did the Krampus episode, and as tradition has followed for the last year, now we're on year 2 of doing this, and we're going to keep doing this. We're just going to keep doing it.
So.
We have to do an After the Final Pour with you guys because
goddamn right.
When you do a whole bunch of barrel-aged beers, which always blows my mind because there's 5 of us, and we did 5 beers, and we definitely, we basically drank
one
maybe
each.
one.
It's one each. It sounds like nothing.
I feel like maybe I had a little bit more. Well, that's right. There was 2 different bourbons involved. I'm joined with, to my left,
Trevor Rose Hamblin.
And to his left,
Matthew Moldenhauer.
And to his left,
Timothy Burrows.
Thank you guys again for joining us. Brandon, are we taking a sip of this? You poured a mystery beer. I don't know if anybody saw it. I didn't see it.
I sipped it. I think Tim finished his.
I stole a little bit of Trevor's.
I was unaware that we were doing
a story that
things.
is not going to be in the beginning of this. But I'm going to go back and listen to it and maybe send it to you guys.
So basically, folks, what happened was... No,
don't do it. It's fine.
What happened was...
We're eating these. That's cheese balls.
Let's talk about stepdads real quick, you guys. No.
My stepdad is 81 and has the same name as me. And the joke was that my mom married a guy who has the same name as me. You put the joke in there. Brandon, we're going to take a sip of this?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then guess what we're drinking?
Look, you're not going to be able to guess it. But
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we back up?
Yeah, let's go. What'd you say?
No.
I missed the whole, your stepdad...
My stepdad has the same name as I do, and so the joke was when my mom married my stepdad that...
That is some white shit. Anyway,
That's some weird shit.
There we go.
Okay.
So, we are not guessing what this is. This was
no, you can guess the style.
Was this in your cellar?
Oh,
is this in the fridge?
This reminds
I like
me
Tim
of
how you just...
Barleywine.
By the way, Tim, I like how you just processed what I had just said.
I mean, this is, every accent... Raisinated,
100%,
controlled oxidation. On the nose, it's just like dried fruit pie.
I'm getting lots of raisin.
There's a
lots of raisin. What's
the aftertaste? Is it because I had the cheese balls? What's the aftertaste in there? You guys got anything?
It's
weird?
Dusty,
right?
It's almost basementy.
It's like it's been sitting in your basement for 16 years. No, there is something like
it's dusty.
Yeah,
it's
you're not wrong. There's
everything
like a musk.
Everything up there, the aroma, the taste is very good.
It's like taking black pepper and crushing it directly on top of the liquid, and then you drink it, and the spice continues. It's like black pepper.
There you go. Because it's not it's not oxidation,
dry black pepper,
right? And it's not like oxidation either. There's not a weird.
I don't know if it's good.
I'm not saying it's good.
No, there's definitely.
I'm saying it's
no.
I'm
I'm actually gonna disagree with you and say that there is definitely oxidation in there.
So I should have
for a 16-year-old.
I should have gone with my gut instinct when I was saying there's not oxidation, but actually I did think there was oxidation.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
And tannin,
just like how my mom
wine tannin.
Just like how my mom should have married someone that has the same name as her
Jesus
son.
Christ, dude!
Correct.
Why do you get to throw in stuff like that?
Because it's weird.
Get off your boat. Sail away.
It's lots.
Right.
For them.
So I
will say I believe there is some oxidation in this
100%,
beer.
Obviously, yeah.
Brandon,
there's no oxidation.
What the hell?
Totally fresh.
Totally fresh.
This beer was brewed yesterday. No, this beer is from J.W. Lee's. It's a Harvest Ale from 2007.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
Is it? It's a Harvest Ale?
07?
Yeah, but it's classified as
Okay, that
Barleywine.
is outstanding for 07.
Actually, yeah. With how
I said 16 years.
No, I know, but
math, folks.
You're asking Tim to do math after Krampus?
we're not trying to do that, man.
Oh, I'm not even pretending
Math
to math.
Krampus
But
math.
I will say that is
As a 16-year-old beer,
outstanding
that's
for a
pretty good.
16-year-old beer.
The palate reads like raisins followed by pink peppercorns. The spiciness that I'm getting on my tongue is that numbing pink peppercorn. I wonder if that's aged hops. What the fuck is that? What's going on? Is that barrel?
Yeah, I don't know.
Coming through over time?
It's just a straight up barley wine, not a barrel aged barley wine at all.
No, it has to be barrel aged.
It doesn't say. It does say about the fully fermented strong ale has been brewed by J.W. Lee's as a celebration of the brewer's art. Harvest Ale can be enjoyed now or late. Drink like a fine wine in years to come.
I don't disagree with that, actually.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's definitely not.
It's
bad.
actually kind of outstanding for a 17-year-old beer. Like, that's
16.
kind of silly.
But
Whatever.
Well,
16-year-old beer.
More, who knows when it was probably actually brewed? Like,
Does anybody want to Ritz while we're talking about this?
Tony does.
I do.
I believe that's a lovely beer.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, like...
11.5%.
Where's this been, Brandon? Has this always been in your collection?
No, I got it like a year or two ago.
Okay. It's one of the few ones I don't think I've ever seen, because I feel like I've seen all of the beers that you've had. And...
I will say it's surprisingly lovely.
I mean,
weird side-by-side, though. After drinking, like, the maple syrup Krampus, is that, like, a lot of the vibes are kind of lining up. Oh, also, I think I know why it's kind of gritty on the tongue.
oh yeah.
You got some sediment?
Yeah.
Got a little,
I got sediment too.
I did not.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. I feel good
So-
because I got clean. I got
So
clean.
PSA for everyone, you can find this at a lot of different places. My friends and I actually did a vertical of like a 2007, 9, 11, and like 12 last year.
Did you say 9/11?
of the same.
Not cool.
Never
dude.
forget.
Come
Not
on.
cool, man. Never forget.
Not cool, dude. Grow up.
It wasn't.
Never forget.
It wasn't cool.
You're right, Tony. It wasn't cool. That's like Clark and I.
Anything I know about 9/11, it was not cool.
That's like Clark and I were in Michigan. We walked into a brewery because you can be outside, and it said alcohol rules, and then there was a whole bunch of rules, and then Clark just ready goes, alcohol rules? I agree. Sorry, Matthew, what were you saying?
Something about 9/11.
Our collaboration beer is going to be called something about 9/11.
Oh, fuck. This has now become the worst after the final four ever. Did I tell you about my mom who my stepdad's name?
Can we stop talking about parents? And then,
I thought we were...
what is it? What is it about us where we get together, we drink a bunch of booze, and all of a sudden, like, let's talk about our parents or politics?
No, I don't want to talk about my parents.
Trevor,
Okay.
I said it in the Krampus episode. I don't have to go to therapy this month. It's okay.
No, we're all good. We covered that. Me and Matthew hugged about having quadriplegic stepfathers. We found out Tim has a weird arm. Like, This is a crazy time.
I missed the whole thing about Tim's weird arm because I was over there
Look
taking
at his
pictures
arms,
of it.
dude.
I got a weird arm.
Nothing looks weird about Tim's arms from here.
It doesn't. He's not even told us ever about his weird arm.
That's awesome.
And we realized
true.
it on
What do
this
you got, Tim?
episode. Guess what? No one works harder than Tim, though. Tim fucking doesn't. You would never let you know that he has a weird
That's why his
arm.
left arm's so big.
What's
But
the
I
name
do have a weird arm.
real quick, what's the name of this beer, Brandon?
Beer. Harvest Ale.
Harvest Ale. What do you guys think when you think about harvest? What's the first word? One word that comes to your head for
Pumpkins.
Corn.
What else?
Slaves.
Swaves? Did you say swaves?
Slaves.
Okay, we're not gonna say
Wow.
Jesus Christ. Trevor is not racist.
I'm not racist. I'm just saying, like, you know,
I
about
did
this?
not think
America's fucked
slaves
up.
and harvest.
I mean, he's actually
I
not
thought
wrong.
farmers,
He's not
maybe?
wrong. Okay, let's
But,
do the farmers.
No, harvest would be like corn, pumpkins, things like that. Cut out the slave stuff.
Matthew, what are you thinking about when harvest comes to your name? Head.
Autumn.
Autumn. Okay.
She sounds nice.
Tim, how many autumn leaves are you going to give this out of 5? Now, bearing in mind, it's a 16-year-old beer.
I'm going to give it
Based on what we have.
4.
A 4 out of 5. So 4, like, all the same color? Because we're not going to
Yeah.
talk about what
Shut up.
Trevor was saying.
I'll be honest.
Did you
That's
just
a
tell me to shut
fucking
up, Brandon?
phenomenal
What the
beer. I'll be honest. I actually really enjoyed that beer.
All right. Trevor.
Can
many-
we go to Matthew? I have a mouthful.
Okay,
of
Matthew, how many autumn leaves out of 5 are you giving this one?
3.7.
Not
it. Oh, that's very specific.
Brandon, how many autumn leaves are you giving this one?
I'm at a 4 too.
A 4
as well.
2? Okay,
4 as well.
Oh, you're saying 4 TO. Meat? Okay, Trevor's still eating meat. I'm going to go with, I'm going to go 3.8. I think 3.8, maybe 3.9, leaning on that. Like, it's, especially for a 16-year-old beer, I'm really impressed with how it's, like, the sweetness of it. There is that little bit of, like, as you said, like, dusty, maybe a little oxidation on the back end, but not enough where it's like you crack it open and drink and you're like, well, I'm not going to finish. This is garbage.
Yeah.
Trevor, now that you have sucked down all that meat,
Okay.
do you need some balls?
That's weird. No, I'm good.
Trevor has sucked down a lot of meat.
Okay,
So.
okay,
true. It is true.
This is all chill out.
Are we going to bring up 9/11 and slaves again, guys, in this one after the final pour?
Okay. Listen, all I was talking about was the... Anyway.
These guys work for Budweiser.
You You guys are embarrassing me now. I was just saying that America's
Tony, you're fired.
I only threw it out there because I want to tag their actual brewery.
I appreciate that. That final beer was really nice. I like the caramely notes. I like the reductive notes. I do think that pepperiness is a little bit concerning. If you were to give it to me in a blind, I'd say 3. If you're giving it to me knowing how long it's been aged, I'd say 3.5, 3.6, something like that. But definitely not highs. No.
Yeah, no. It's for what it is. Okay, you good? Mm-hmm.
There was meat stuck in my throat. Let's make a sexual joke.
I'm not doing that. What meat were you eating? What kind of meat was that this time?
Honestly, this was the most aggressive one. This is the lamb, which is concerning.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, get into it.
Yeah, let me get into this lamb. I will say, yeah, like it is impressive for a 16-year-old beer. Like that's what we're doing, and that's how it's turning out. So
This is now the oldest beer we've had on the podcast.
I can fucking
Really?
smell this coming from the goddamn package. Holy shit!
The beer or the lamb?
The lamb.
Bah.
Or Tim.
This is my least favorite of the jerkies we've
That's
had.
his
I
beer.
agree.
Not terrible. Heavy on the time.
Yeah.
We didn't need that much time on this one.
Good. I didn't tell you to eat them. You just opened them.
And he left him on the bar.
No. I mean, they were there for you to eat. I didn't tell you which ones to eat, though.
Now it's time for some Ritz. You guys, thank you so much for joining us, especially after doing the whole Krampus episode.
Let's not ever play this episode.
Brandon, I love you.
That's right, Scooby. We're back at 10.
Now we're feeling the goddamn multiverse. You guys, thanks for joining us. This might...
The multiverse?
Okay, the multi...
Oh, the multiverse!
Bye.
Christ, I...
Why would you guys
don't
go
know if we
after
do
the
this
poor ever?
another episode like this.
This has been The Malting Hour. Be sure to follow us on all social media by searching The Malting Hour and at themaltinghour.com. You can also follow us individually on social media. Brandon can be found on Instagram as BMDub81, on Twitter, BDub81, and on Untapped as BDubDrinksBeer. Tony can be found on Instagram and Untapped under Ace of Help Chicago, on Twitter, The Ace of Help Chicago. Clark can be found as Clarkowski on all 3. Dan can be found on Instagram as hip__hops and hip hops on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe, like, and rate the show on your preferred podcast listening platform. Until next time, cheers from all of us at The Malting Hour.